SpaceX has announced a significant milestone in its ambitious Starship program, the successful capture test of a previously flown Super Heavy booster, a crucial step in their reusable launch system strategy. This accomplishment, achieved just weeks after a successful static fire test of a different Super Heavy booster, further reinforces SpaceX's commitment to reusability and dramatically accelerated development timelines. The return of Booster 14, which was previously used in Flight 7, for further testing and modifications is a strong indicator of SpaceX's iterative approach and dedication to continuous improvement. The successful capture test of Booster 14 and subsequent preparations underscore SpaceX's meticulous approach to ensuring the reliability and efficiency of its launch system. The intricate processes involved, encompassing meticulous engineering, logistical challenges, and stringent safety protocols, highlight the monumental undertaking of developing and testing a reusable launch system of this magnitude. This successful test is also significant in the context of SpaceX's ongoing preparations for Starship Flight 9, which will feature the upgraded Starship 35. The company's aggressive timeline and the numerous recent developments at Starbase, including the construction of a new launch pad and the implementation of various technical upgrades, clearly indicate a strong drive towards achieving their ambitious goals. Despite facing significant technical challenges in prior missions, the sustained progress and determination to overcome these hurdles remain remarkable. However, the ongoing Federal Aviation Administration (FAA) investigation into previous Starship launches adds pressure to the preparations for Flight 9. The need for FAA approval adds a layer of complexity to the already ambitious timetable. SpaceX's engineers are working tirelessly to resolve any outstanding issues and ensure the safety of the upcoming mission. The complexity of the Starship program, from rocket structure to launch systems, demands exceptional precision and unwavering focus on safety measures. Beyond the internal challenges within the SpaceX program, the recent failed launch of Isar Aerospace's Spectrum rocket provides a broader context for the fierce competition and substantial difficulties within the burgeoning commercial space industry. This failure underlines the challenges faced by newer players attempting to compete with established entities like SpaceX. This successful booster capture test is not just a technical feat, it's a vital step towards securing the future of reusable spacecraft technology and a testament to the significant progress made in a short span of time. The meticulous preparatory work at the Starbase facility, the reuse of previously flown hardware, and the ongoing refinement of the launch procedures all signal SpaceX's determination to overcome obstacles and achieve a significant milestone in the history of space exploration. The successful capture of Booster 14 clearly sets the stage for further advancements in the company's Starship program and underscores their ambition to continue pushing the boundaries of rocketry and space travel. These achievements represent an impressive demonstration of SpaceX's technological prowess and resolve. Latest news from SpaceX: the aerospace giant has successfully conducted a static fire test of its previously flown Super Heavy booster, marking an important milestone in reusable launch technology. Notably, Booster 14, which participated in Flight 7, has officially returned for further testing and preparations. This event clearly reflects SpaceX's development strategy of continuous testing and improvement. Preparations for the upcoming launch are also being accelerated, from technical procedures to technology upgrades, aiming to perfect the company's rocket reusability system in the near future. SpaceX is urgently preparing for the highly anticipated Starship Flight 9. In this mission, Starship 35 is the main focus, with the company accelerating static fire tests and final checks before launch. However, concerns are rising as SpaceX continues to face technical challenges similar to previous flights. At the same time, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, is still investigating incidents from past Starship launches, adding pressure to the Flight 9 preparation process. Engineers are working around the clock to ensure this flight overcomes the difficulties of earlier missions. Despite ambitious plans, the complexity of the Starship program, from rocket structure to launch systems, requires absolute precision. The upcoming Flight 9 is expected to be a turning point, not only proving SpaceX's technological capability, but also affirming its commitment to solving problems and advancing reusable spacecraft technology. Moving on to other activities of SpaceX, the company continues to make its mark with a series of successful Falcon 9 launches. Notably, the rocket's outstanding reusability has been increasingly proven, with several boosters having flown and landed safely up to their 19th mission. In addition, SpaceX is accelerating the construction of a new dedicated launch pad for Starship at Starbase, Texas. This is considered a crucial step in preparing for long-term space missions in the future. The simultaneous development of both Starship and Falcon 9 reflects SpaceX's clear strategy, expanding its capability to transport cargo and satellites into orbit while aiming for the long-term goal of sending humans to the Moon and Mars. These achievements continue to reinforce SpaceX's leading position in the commercial space industry. In another notable development in the space industry, Germany's private company ISAR Aerospace has experienced a setback as its first launch of the Spectrum rocket ended in failure. This rocket was expected to help Europe compete with SpaceX in the commercial satellite launch market. However, shortly after liftoff, the rocket encountered a malfunction and was unable to complete its mission. This incident has attracted significant attention from the media and the space technology community, highlighting the challenges that new players in the industry are facing. While SpaceX continues to make remarkable progress with its Starship program and ambitious goal of sending humans to Mars, failures like ISAR Aerospace's recent attempt reflect the fierce competition and immense difficulties inherent in today's space industry. In the latest developments surrounding SpaceX, the company's Starship project continues to capture major attention from the global space technology community. In this segment, the news particularly highlights the latest technical upgrades recently completed by SpaceX on Starship. Notably, the company has optimized the design of critical components, upgraded its powerful Raptor engines, and made significant improvements to the heat shield system for re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. At the same time, SpaceX is accelerating construction of its new launch pad, designed to support upcoming large-scale missions. In addition, SpaceX is continuously testing and refining systems to ensure safe launches and landings for Starship in the future. The company's ambition goes beyond simply achieving successful flights. It aims to reuse Starship multiple times. This strategy is expected to help reduce costs and increase operational efficiency, positioning SpaceX to compete more aggressively in the rapidly growing and highly competitive commercial space industry. In the latest developments of the space industry, the recent Fram-2 mission has attracted significant attention after successfully completing a rare polar orbit flight, a highly challenging task in terms of technology and coordination. According to reports, Fram-2 was launched into a polar orbit, meaning the spacecraft traveled over both the north and south poles of the Earth, a trajectory that only a few missions in history have ever attempted. To accomplish this journey, engineers and experts had to carefully calculate the orbit, velocity, thrust, and adaptability of the spacecraft under extreme conditions. Notably, Fram-2 also carried several important research devices and experimental equipment, serving future scientific projects. In addition, the human factor was a top priority as the crew underwent intense training programs to ensure maximum safety throughout this complex and demanding mission. In the latest news from the aerospace industry, SpaceX continues to capture global attention with a series of remarkable achievements. At the Starbase facility, numerous development and testing activities are taking place at an incredibly dynamic pace. Notably, the consecutive successful launches of the Falcon 9 rocket have once again affirmed SpaceX's outstanding reusability capability in the commercial space sector. In addition, the company is accelerating its infrastructure expansion, building new launch pads to serve its future space exploration ambitions. At the same time, research and upgrades to various systems at Starbase are being actively promoted in preparation for upcoming major missions. These efforts are considered crucial steps in SpaceX's long-term strategy, aiming not only to dominate the satellite launch market but also to move closer to their ultimate goal, sending humans to Mars in the near future. SpaceX launches 27 Starlink satellites on brand-new Falcon 9 rocket, ACE's Pacific Ocean landing. Ladies and gentlemen, SpaceX has once again marked an impressive milestone in its journey to conquer space, successfully launching 27 Starlink satellites aboard a brand new Falcon 9 rocket and landing the booster spectacularly in the Pacific Ocean. Specifically on the afternoon of April 7th, US time, or this morning in Vietnam, a never-before-flown Falcon 9 rocket was launched by SpaceX from the Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. This mission, known as Starlink 1111, lifted off at exactly 7:06 p.m. Eastern Time, or 23:06 GMT. This was SpaceX's second launch of the year using a brand new rocket for a Starlink mission, a part of the company's ambitious plan to build a global satellite internet network. The rocket used for this mission is believed to be Booster B-1091, one of SpaceX's newest boosters. After successfully propelling the second stage in its satellite payload toward orbit, Booster B-1091 began its journey back to Earth. Just about 8 minutes after liftoff, B-1091 approached its landing area in the Pacific Ocean. Using 3 of its 9 Merlin engines during the landing burn, the booster performed a precise and safe touchdown on SpaceX's autonomous drone ship named Of Course I Still Love You, waiting offshore in the Pacific. Meanwhile, the Falcon 9's upper stage continued its mission, carrying 27 Starlink satellites to low Earth orbit, LEO. About an hour after launch, these satellites will separate from the upper stage and begin maneuvering themselves into their designated positions within SpaceX's rapidly expanding Starlink mega constellation. SpaceX's use of a brand new booster again highlights the company's flexibility in its rocket operations. However, experts note that launching a new rocket has become increasingly rare, as SpaceX now relies heavily on refurbished boosters thanks to their remarkable reusability and quick turnaround capability. One of the easiest ways to distinguish a new booster from a reused one is by its appearance. Rockets that have flown multiple missions often appear darkened and covered in soot after enduring the intense heat of atmospheric re-entry. In contrast, new boosters like B-1091 stand out on the launch pad with their clean, bright white exteriors, untouched by the harsh conditions of spaceflight. This event once again confirms SpaceX's leading position in the commercial satellite launch market and reusable rocket technology, something no other private aerospace company in the world has achieved at such scale. With the successful deployment of another 27 Starlink satellites into orbit, SpaceX is moving closer to its goal of providing satellite internet coverage worldwide, especially to remote and underserved regions where conventional telecommunications infrastructure is still lacking. We will continue to update you with the latest developments from SpaceX's future activities in our upcoming news reports.